The mortals multiply like vermin in our woods, scurrying blindly beneath the canopy that belongs to my father. They took my sister, Snowfall at dusk, from us, and for that, I will see them freeze. But to break the ward of Chell, my father requires a distraction. We need the Lady of Midnight.
Her city of Tainglass is bleeding its forces dry. Desperation makes for a very pliable ally. And I will not fail you, princess, nor will I fail the cold prince.
See that you don't. Slip into the woods and secure her allegiance before the sun touches the canopy. Use whatever honeyed lies and cruelties you must. Mortals are tools to be broken. Other fairies are pieces on the board. Swear it.
I swear upon this blade of fairy silver, by the bitter frost and the long dark, the Lady of Midnight will be ours, and Dolmenwood will belong to your father once more. Okay, hey everyone, welcome to Monster Week, aka Fae Week. This is a collaborative community TTRPG event, and this year's theme is all about the Fae. And so for my video, I'm doing something a little different. I'm running a sort of one-shot. I'm back again using the Ironsworn mechanics because I had so much fun with the previous one-shot where I used Ironsworn. It's kind of reskinned into the creepy fairy tale setting of Dolmenwood. And of course, when I thought Fae, I thought of a one-shot. And of course, Dolmenwood came into my mind. It's like one of the best Fae settings out there right now. And I wanted to play it a little bit differently. I wanted a little bit of a twist. Instead of playing a rugged hero trying to survive the wild, I am playing the villain. I am a frost elf political operative working directly for the banished Cold Prince. The lore around him is so cool and interesting, so highly recommend looking into the Cold Prince. My mission isn't to save the world or help anyone per se. Well, the Cold Prince. I am here to make things worse. The Cold Prince has found a hidden pathway into the mortal world, and my goal is to secure a dangerous alliance with another powerful fairy noble, the Lady of Midnight, before dawn. So I'm using Ironsworn, as I said, because I think it works perfectly for solo play and gives, it helps out with the narrative a lot. So I'm looking forward to that. But this is a highly focused one-shot, so I've built my character with 4 specific assets to represent my lethal skill set. Or at least I'm hoping it's lethal, and I come off as intimidating as I imagine. But first we have Trickster. This is going to give me a +1 bonus whenever I roll to lie, cheat, bluff, or steal my way into an advantage. Then I have Duelist, because I wield 2 frost daggers, and they let me add a +2 to my attacks. And then I also have a Raven. My Raven companion is called Winter's Omen, and it gives me a +1 bonus and extra momentum if I use it to create a distraction or steal a small object, things like that. And then my 4th asset, I am a devotee to the Cold Prince. And so that asset is called Devotant. So I reflavored it a bit. This is the Devotant asset. It allows me to roll my daily prayers to the Cold Prince for an advantage, and gives me stat-based re-rolls when I swear vows in his service. So that's going to be helpful because I am, at the top of this session, going to roll for Swear an Iron Vow. And so I have my mission, I got my blades, I have my Raven. So let's step out into Dolmenwood and see if Ironsworn can handle a Fae villain. Also, I am under no illusions about my role tonight. I know that I'm not here to single-handedly shatter the Summer Stones or break the magic ban of Chell. By the way, these Chell stones, there's a whole lore, but that's what's holding back the Cold Prince, among other things. I know that I'm not going to be the one to just open up a door and here he comes, but I am just one piece in bringing him back to Dolmenwood. And so I am going to try to secure the Lady of Midnight's allegiance and go from there. So let's get started. Okay, we are back in Dolmenwood, everyone. Okay, so time to swear an iron vow. When you swear upon iron, well, we're not going to swear upon iron because iron is deadly against frost elves and fae, I believe. So we're not swearing on iron, but we're going to swear on these daggers here. But yeah, you're going to write our vow and give the quest a rank. The vow is secure the Lady of Midnight's alliance before dawn. And because it's just a one-shot, I'm not going to make it too crazy, but it's going to be dangerous. So in Ironsworn, there are different tiers. The higher you go, the longer it'll take, the more dangerous, the more, challenging it is. So I just put it on a 2 out of 5 difficulty in terms of finishing this. So, and then it says roll plus heart. If you make this vow to a person or community with whom you share a bond, add +1. So because I have the devotant path, I can actually, when you swear an iron vow to serve your god on a divine quest, you may roll plus your god stat and re-roll any dice. So we're going to go with that. I have the Cold Prince. That's my god's name. I say that in parentheses. He's not my god, but he is my patron, maybe? Okay. And so we decided that we're going to go with Shadow, and my Shadow is a +3. So we're going to roll that plus +3. I can actually roll plus heart instead. Roll plus shadow. Okay, let's see how it goes. We got a +1. Now, it says I'm going to roll plus heart if I'm making this vow to a person or community with whom you share a bond. Anyway, I don't think that counts. Let's roll. Oof, is that a miss? Oh, you guys, how am I starting off on a miss already? I'm supposed to be an evil baddie. Oof. Okay, we're starting off on a miss, and I don't have anything to be like, hey, let's switch it out. My other Starforge game, I have an ability that lets me make moves a strong hit. Oh no, it's a miss. Okay. So as soon as I arrive in Dolmenwood, something happens. Like as soon as I enter through this secret door, I'm facing something. So on a miss, you face a significant obstacle before you begin your quest. Envision what stands in your way. Oh, I can ask the Oracle and choose one. So if I ask the Oracle, what would the Oracle say? Who's here? Okay, so let's ask the Oracle. There's different ones. There is one called a narrative conflict, right? Okay, it's something supernatural. Okay. And then I'm going to choose one. It says you press on. I could suffer 2 momentum and do what you must to overcome, or you can give up. Oh, I'm not going to give up. I'm pressing on, of course. So my momentum is going to go down. It already is at 2, so it's going to 0. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, so here we are. By the way, we are outside the Falls of Naon. I believe that's how you pronounce. Oh, that's how I'm going to pronounce it. The Falls of Naon. Okay, so we're going to press on against a supernatural obstacle. And in the lore, so in the setting, the hidden embassy that I'm trying to get to is behind a 200-foot drop of the Falls of Naon. And it's constantly guarded by the Droon, which is a sinister cabal of mortal sorcerers who wield occult earth magic. And we see them, they are stationed on the slopes specifically to ensure no frost elf ever leaves the embassy. And so for the supernatural oracle prompt, I'm going to say that the Droon erected a magical barrier of their signature green flame to trap me on the cliffside. There's stairs, we'll say the stairs going up, and to overcome this, I have to and officially begin the journey, I need to either probably face danger or enter the fray if I want to draw my daggers and go into combat with these sorcerers. But we just started. Do we combat immediately? Let's face danger. We're going to try to slip into the mist and bypass them. But that is what's going on right now. So narratively, the roar of the falls are loud, deafening. Winter's Omen takes flight from my arm. Oh, also, I always forget. Winter's Omen is my raven, who is, it is a white raven, and it's like crystallized eyes, and white as winter. Very, very intimidating, cold bird, literally and figuratively. And my character has very dark skin. It is a male as well. I am playing a male frost elf, and his name is Slips Behind Shadows. So they have these kind of, their courtly names are like this. So that's his name. And those are the characters that I have. I have my little companion, which is a raven. Okay, so Winter's Omen takes flight from my arm, but immediately lets out this sharp warning cry. And so I freeze, no pun intended. And I see, standing perfectly still in the tree line, 3 tall figures. They're wearing heavy black cloaks, and it's the Droon. They're watching. And so they are directly responsible for keeping the Cold Prince banished, and they are looking right at me. And so it's like they knew I was coming. They laid a magical trap. Okay, I gotta clear these people out first. So I'm going to try to, if it gets to combat, I will go there. But for right now, I'm gonna try to sneak past and see how that goes. Okay, also, I'm going to use Winter's Omen to try and distract them. So I'm gonna have the raven let out a screech, and hopefully they turn to look at what the noise is. Okay, so let's just roll to see if that is successful. So I'm using my bird, and I get a +1, and I'll take +1 momentum on a hit. So let's see. Oh my God, yes! Oh, yes. That's a strong hit with the match. Oh, okay. On a strong hit, you gain advantage. So I can take control, make another move now, and add a +1. And take +2 momentum. Of course, I'm just going to add a +1, but my momentum does go up. I get one just from hitting. And okay, yes, I gain advantage. So I have a +1 to this move to try to sneak. Okay, so let's make these rolls. I like to make the rolls first, and then we'll figure out how it all looks narratively. But now I'm going to face danger as I am trying to attempt something risky or react to imminent threat. And I'm going to roll +shadow because I'm trying to be stealthy here. But I also have a +1 from my helper. And I do have the trickster path. Lying, cheating, stealing, or bluffing. I think that's more social. So I will keep it out for now. But let's roll. Okay. Weak hit. I'll take it. Weak hit, you succeed but face a troublesome cost. Choose one. You are delayed. You are tired or hurt, you are dispirited or afraid, or you sacrifice resources. I'm going to what makes the most sense. Like the metagame part of me would be like, yeah, I'll sacrifice resources, who cares? But I think I'm going to be delayed, lose advantage, or face a new danger. So I'm going to suffer -1 momentum, so go back down to 0. So what does this all look like narratively? All these rolls that I just did with Winter's Omen and securing an advantage. Let's see. Okay, so I say, my character whispers, now. And Winter's Omen dives, and he doesn't claw, but the sudden violent rush of his wings, he swoops directly at the heads of the Droon Watchers, and they flinch for a second. And the sorcerer in the center raises his staff and lets fly a blast of green fire into the trees. It misses the raven entirely, but that exertion of magic causes that wall that's blocking the stairs to flicker a bit and drop for just a fraction of a second. And so I do not hesitate. I slip right through that gap, and I'm heading perfectly into the shadows of the tree line. And then by the time the Droon realize they are swiping at a bird, I am already gone. But it was a weak hit. My escape does not last long as I am heading north into the Nagwood, and that is the domain of the corrupted fairies. The air here does not smell good. Trees are twisted, and people are hostile here. So I'm moving through the thorny underbrush, and it's almost like they're deliberately shifting and kind of weaving together and blocking my path. Cloak gets snagged here and there, and I'm forced to slow down. And so and mechanically, that's because my momentum went down. And so I am delayed. I don't have much time. It is frustrating for sure, but every minute I waste fighting through this forest brings the sun closer, and I have to do this before dawn. So I need to find a clear path to Avernal Lake, and quickly. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to undertake a journey because we bypassed the Droon, but at the cost of time and positioning, I guess. Okay, so let's do undertake a journey. Okay, Undertake a journey. When you travel across hazardous or unfamiliar lands, set the rank of your journey. Then for each segment of your journey, roll plus wits. If you're setting off from a community, you can add +1 to your initial roll. I'm not setting off from a community, so let's do this. Okay, so this journey, we're going to track it, and we're going to say it is 3, we're going to say troublesome. So I'm going to make a progress track, and we're traveling through the forest, and we're going to call it Reach the Shores of Avernal Lake. And it is going to be troublesome, and we're going to track that. Troublesome means 3 progress per waypoint. So let's do this. We're going to roll that action die against the challenge die for our first segment of travel. We're traveling through the Nagwood, and let's see what happens next. So we are just rolling plus wits. I'm looking at my assets. I don't have anything right now that would be helpful, so let's roll. Let's see. Okay, strong hit. Yes. Okay, strong hit. You reach a waypoint. If the waypoint is unknown to you, envision it. Then I can choose one. You make good of your resources, mark progress, and you move at speed, mark progress, and take +1 momentum, but suffer 1 supply. So we are trying to move fast. So I'm going to do that one. It's okay. I'll take the -1 to supply. Okay, and then we mark progress. There we go. Okay, I also added the progress track to the screen because I think it's cool. It has like a little animation whenever. So if I go back and I unmark the progress, it erases it. But so when I mark progress, hit the little button here, it fills in. Listen, it's a little animation, but it feels good. Okay, mark progress, take +1 of momentum, and negative to the supply. Okay, I'll take all the momentum I can get. So we got 3 out of the 10 boxes filled. So we do not stop. The Nagwood is alive. Its thorny branches are twisting together to try to bar my path, but I'm moving faster, and I pay the price for the speed. The thorns are starting to tear at my clothes, and it rips open a pouch, scattering a portion of my supplies into the mud. I leave them because I have no time to scavenge. And so Winter's Omen is with me, is helping to guide me through the trees. And before me, I think that's just one segment. So we got to get to, let's see. We reach a waypoint. Okay, so what is the waypoint? Because we're not out of the forest just yet. We're not at the lake just yet. Okay, so it says to envision the waypoint. I think according to the hex map, as I am looking at it on my end, I have stumbled into a tangled, black-leafed trees. There are severed heads of crickhorns. They have been skewered onto wooden stakes. And the thorny trees here have a wicked sentience to them, and they're actively trying to grab at anyone passing through. So we're going to make another undertake a journey roll to navigate past this hostile thicket and push closer to the lake. And so, I'm not going to roll for combat, but we'll just say I have my fairy silver daggers out, and I'm cutting and slicing through the vines that are trying to grasp me. Here is where the Naglord, his corruption is very strong here, but I cannot be delayed. And so again, we will undertake a journey, and it's just plus wits. I don't know if I'll be lucky again with another strong hit, but let's see. Ooh, no, that's a miss. Oh no. Okay. Time to pay the price. When you suffer the outcome of a move, choose one. Make the most negative outcome happen. The most obvious negative one. The most obvious negative outcome. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to say some crickhorns come out, and those are dangerous creatures. Of course, they ambush me. They are these corrupted, goat-headed beasts, and they are loyal to the Naglord. They have barbed spears, their eyes burning with hatred, and they are charging at me directly. So I created a progress track for them. I'm obviously heading into combat now. Wanted to avoid it, but hey, what can you do? So created a progress track. It is ranked dangerous, which is tier 2 out of the 5 tiers for progress tracks in this game. So I am going to deal with that, and let's see how that goes. Oh God, here we go. Okay, so now we're dealing with the crickhorns. Added them to the VTT as well. let's go. Let's see how this works out. Okay, so I need to enter the fray. Let's go. Okay, so when you enter into combat, set the rank for the foes. They're dangerous, so that's 2 progress per harm. They inflict 2 harm as well. 2 progress per harm. So let's see how much harm I can do. But I'm gonna roll plus. I'm ambushed, so I'm rolling plus wits. Wits is plus 2. Oh, that's a miss, isn't it? Oh no, this is not good. Combat begins at a disadvantage. Your foe has initiative. Oof. Okay. Obviously, I think I'm going to reduce my health track by 2. Oh no. I go down to 3. There's only a 5 health. Why is this game so deadly? So I'm going to roll to endure harm. So I have to roll to see how well I can withstand this injury. So I'm going to roll my action die plus my current health. Right. So because the Crookhorns have initiative, I cannot strike yet. So after my endure harm roll, we're going to clash or face danger. So let's go. So let's do this. Highest of iron or health. Okay, let's go. Rolling. Okay. Strong hit. Strong hit. I could choose one. I could shake it off. If your health is greater than 0. Yeah, let's do that. Shake it off. So I suffer -1 momentum, but I do get 1 back to my health. So momentum is at 0. I don't know if my momentum is not going to be good this game. Okay. So next I am going to clash. Okay. As they come at me with their spears, I'm meeting them with my daggers. I'm going to use my duelist asset. Okay. So let's do that as well. Let's clash. Okay. So they have initiative and we're fighting in close quarters. So it's going to be, well, actually, let's secure an advantage. Let's use Winter's Omen to help. Okay, I'm going to have Winter's Omen come in and help me. I'm going to try to just tell him to attack and hit one of the Crookhorn patrolmen right in the eyes. Just peck. I'm going for the right eyeball. Let's do this. Okay, we are rolling plus edge. Okay, let's see how it goes. Come on. Oh, yes. Oh my God, you guys. Strong hit with a match. Oh, wow. Oh my God. He pecks 2 Crookhorns. Okay, that's a strong hit with a match. And I'm going to take control so I can make another move now, and then I will add +1. Okay, so let's do it. Now it is time to clash. I'm rolling plus iron, and I have the +1 because of the help from my bird friend. Okay, let's go. Oh, it's a weak hit. Okay, I'll take it. On a weak hit, you inflict harm, but then pay the price. The foe still has initiative. Okay, I do get the +1 momentum though from my Raven and their hit. But so I inflict harm. Oh wait, I forgot to add my duelist. Okay, so if I added duelist, it would have been 6 versus a 3 and a 6. Okay, I forgot to add the duelist. I double checked. Even if I did use it, it would have been a 6 versus 3 and a 6, which is still a weak hit. But the thing with duelist is you have to be careful, because if you do use it and you get a weak hit is a miss. So good thing I didn't activate it. So I'll still keep my weak hit instead. Oh, that's harsh. Okay, so good thing I forgot to use duelist. That roll would have been downgraded into a complete miss. So I would have inflicted 0 harm. Okay, but just relying on the base stats and the +1 bonus from Winter's Omen, I have secured 4 progress ticks on the track. Let's go. There we go. Okay, so I do need to endure harm and face danger maybe, or let's see. Yeah, so because it was a weak hit, I do have to pay the price, and the Crookhorns retain the initiative. The most obvious negative outcome of this melee exchange is I suffer this counterattack, and because they're a dangerous pack, they inflict 2 harm. And so I'm going to reduce my health by 2. I immediately need to oh man, my health is now down to 2. I'm going to endure harm. So let's do it. That'd be crazy if my character... Oh my god, another strong hit. You guys, this is the third strong hit with the match, and I'm still in a bad spot. Jesus. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. It's a strong hit. On a strong hit, you choose one. You can shake it off if your health is greater than 0, suffer -1 momentum, and then take +1 health. So, oh, that's crazy. Okay, my health is at 3. Strong hit with the match. And so now it's back to my turn. I think instead, I'm going to face danger as I'm trying to hit them back. As I'm trying to evade their next attack, because I am still not in control, unfortunately. So let's do that. My face danger as I try to evade. Come on. Oh my god! Yes! Oh my god! Oh my god, it's another strong hit with the match. Oh my god. Wow. Okay, I take +1 momentum. Oh, okay. Listen, that should put me back in a good spot. I'm in a good spot. I'm ducking and diving and dodging. Okay, listen, you guys, 2 strong hits with a match in a row is absolutely crazy. I gain the upper hand, okay? I don't care what the rules say. I'm locked in. These are double critical successes. I evade these beasts. I'm out of there. I stumble back into the wood. I use my own momentum to slip past them. I'm getting out of here. I need to press northward. Let's see. Yeah, because I want to get out of this fight because these guys are crazy. Let's resolve it. Let's do... Yeah, my endure harm. Bloodied but locked in. Let's see. Okay, there we go. We have... The track is now at 6 out of 10. I'm going to roll. I'm going to make the progress roll. Okay? For the Feral Crookhorn Patrol. Okay, let's make this progress roll. Let's do it. Okay, it's a weak hit. Okay, so on a strong hit, the foe is no longer in the fight. But on a weak hit, it's the same as above. But I also have to choose one. It's worse than you thought, so I have to endure harm, or I am overcome and endure stress, or the victory is short-lived, a new danger appears, or I suffer collateral damage. Something of value is lost or broken, or someone important must pay the cost. Okay, so we are out of the fight, so we need to roll another undertake a journey, because we gotta get closer to the lake. Hopefully make progress once again, and that is just plus wits. And I'm wondering if Winter's Omen can help me secure an advantage, maybe scout ahead. So let's do that. Let's have Winter's Omen help as they are scouting. Okay, nice. A strong hit. Okay, take control. We can now, take a +1 on the next move. Yes, and get momentum as well. Yay, okay. Just +1, take control. Okay, so let's undertake that journey. We have a +1 from the bird. Yes, strong hit. Okay, so we are, again, moving at speed. I'm going to mark progress and take +1 momentum, but we're going to suffer another supply, and we're going to mark progress. There we go. Ooh, I could roll with just the 6. I feel like we need one more to finally get to the lake. The forests are large. So we could roll to reach our destination right now. It could be a big gamble. A miss would kind of force us to raise the journey's rank and do the progress. Let's make one final undertake journey roll, and then we will get to the lake. So I'm hoping for a weak hit. I'm hoping for a strong hit, but I'm really hoping for at the very least a weak hit, because we're trying to get to this. Okay, that is just a +2. Let's go. Yes. Oh. That's a strong hit. Oh my god. Okay, mark progress. I will not suffer supply. I'll just mark progress. So that's a 9 out of 10. So the challenge die, not danger die. The challenge die I just need them to be lower than 9s. Okay? It would be crazy if I rolled 2 10s. That would be absolutely crazy. I would quit recording right now and never play this game ever again. Okay, let's do it. It is time to roll to make the final progress roll. Okay, so when your journey comes to an end, roll the challenge dice and compare to progress. Momentum is ignored on this roll. Okay, so I'm just going to roll 2d10. Okay, that's a 3 and a 9. So that is a weak hit, I believe. Okay, so the complication that I face here, I'm just going to mark my spirit down to 4 as I'm like not looking good. I was trying to come in all, awesome and cool and badass, but it was a rough journey through the woods, to say the least. So spirit has gone down by 4, but I am now standing at the lake, Avernal Lake. And the way to get to the Lady of Midnight and her realm, you have to get to this lake and then you have to dive into the lake, and it's like it's underwater. It's very cool. So I have this type of dimensional pressure, but we have reached our destination. Oh my god. So there we go. We dive in to the waters of Avernal Lake, and eventually it's in this kind of eternal night of Everborn, another realm. And there is this magical pressure I feel against my mind. It's this heavy, suffocating weight. And I grip my teeth and I push back against it. There is a little fatigue, but it is nothing compared to the wrath of the Cold Prince. So I am continuing forward. I eventually emerge from the water and I walk down the open gates of a place called Tainglass. There are some pale fairy guards stationed at the threshold. And I continue forward until I follow these cobblestone paths until they open up into this plaza or this courtroom area. And there she sits, the Lady of Midnight. And her court is filled with courtiers and fae, but tonight, it's usually filled with that, but tonight, people do not know. Am I about to spring a trap? I don't know, but I gotta get her on my side. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Let's go. I'm going to step right up to the throne and compel to either manipulate, lie, weave half-truths, whatever we gotta do to convince her to commit her forces to the Cold Prince's distraction. Okay, and this is where my trickster path is going to come in. So I know that her city, Tainglass, is under this eternal siege by hordes. So maybe I can use that. Maybe she cares about, at the very least, she cares about her city, right? So I step up to the dais, and the Lady of Midnight, she's sitting on her throne. She has the skin the color of like a dark rock, and her hair it drifts around, floats around. And she doesn't reach for a weapon, but her gaze looks onto me. And she says, "Speak. You trespass in a city at war. What brings a servant of the Cold Prince to Everborn?" And I bow, but at the same time, keep my eyes entirely on hers. I bring the end of your siege, my lady. The Cold Prince prepares to shatter the mortal wards, but the sorcerers who guard are entrenched. We need diversion. If you commit your fae warriors to strike, draw their eyes, and return the moment the gates of Phrygia open. Let's see. The moment the gates of Phrygia open, my liege will march his armies directly to Tainglass to crush the hordes at your gates. I'm gonna hold out my palm. See what she says. Help us break the cage, and the Cold Prince will break your siege. So that is my argument. Let's see how it goes. Oh no, this could go poorly. Okay, I'm going to use Trickster. That's gonna only give me a +1. Okay, let's go. Come on, strong hit. That's a weak hit, isn't it? Oh, it's a weak hit. They'll do what you want, but they ask for something in return. I take +1 momentum. If you use this exchange to gather information, make that move now and add a +1. I don't think I'm gathering information. Okay, weak hit. So, let's see. I hold her gaze, not a single muscle twitching. The Lady of Midnight, she leans forward on her throne and she considers. You see her head turn. She says, I will send my warriors to the mortal woods. We will strike the Droon and draw their eyes. But words are wind. I require a tether. And she raises a hand and a small crystal vial materializes in her palm. She says, a drop of your blood and your true name spoken into the glass. If the cold prince breaks our cage and his armies do not march to my aid, I will use this to find you, and I will pull the cold from your veins until there is nothing left. So I look at the vial, and to give a fairy my true name and my blood is definitely a death sentence if I betray her. Oh, and betrayal is exactly what I planned. But I cannot leave her without. I can't leave without her forces. Oh, so what do I do? What do I do? You know what? If I am a loyal agent of the Cold Prince, I think that yes, I look at her, I reach for my fairy silver dagger, and prepare to pay the price. So, in that moment, I do not hesitate. Since the Cold Prince demands absolute loyalty, I will see his frozen will be done, no matter the personal cost. So I draw the edge of my dagger across my palm, and I clench my fist. I let a drop of blood fall into this crystal vial, and I step up to the dais, and I lean into her shifting shadows of her hair, and I whisper my true immortal name in this ancient tongue of fairy. And the syllables like crystallize in the air, and I can feel the heaviness on my soul, and it all kind of sinks into the glass. And the Lady of Midnight corks the vial with a satisfied but dangerous gleam in her eyes. And she says, it is done. My warriors will march upon the mortal woods before the sun rises. See that your prince keeps his word, Winterspawn, or this vial will be your doom. And my last reply to her, Phrygia remembers its debts, my lady. And I bow deeply. I wrap my cloak around my wounded hand, and I turn my back on her throne. So the trap is set. The distraction is secured. Now I just need to make it out of this drowned city before dawn breaks. And I'm going to mark progress on securing the Ladies' Alliance. Oh, I forgot, you guys, this entire time. I just forgot to be marking progress on that bad boy. Okay, so if I go back and look at the session, I should have been marking progress. I got caught up a little bit. The fight happened. So let's go back and see. So I bypassed the Droon Watchers, so I would say that's a +2 towards progress for secure, like this vow. Survived the Nagwood ambush, so that would be another 2. I did complete the overall journey to Avernal Lake, so I would say a +2 there. And then the negotiation. So I successfully compelled the Lady of Midnight, paid her price in blood, and so that is another 2. And so now we have a progress score of 8. So we are going to fulfill our vow. Let's see how this goes. I'm out of there. But, narratively, I'm moving swiftly. I'm trying to get out of the streets of Tainglass. I'm heading back towards the gates. My ribs ache where the Crookhorn spear struck me. And I'm just thinking about that vow I made. I can't go back on that. It is a death sentence if we betray her for my character. But I feel it is fitting. So I reach the edge of the city. I dive back into the freezing currents of the lake, swimming hard towards the surface. It's this kind of down is up is down type situation. And I break the water, but this time I'm back in Dolmenwood. And I drag myself onto the muddy shoreline. And I see Winter's Omen lets out a caw as I am back here. So let's make this, let's make the fulfill your vow roll. So it is an 8 versus 2 challenge die. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's roll. I'm hoping for low rolls. Let's go. Oh, it's a weak hit. Okay. There is more to be done, or you realize the truth of your quest, envision what you discover. Okay. You can swear another vow to set things right. If you do, it's a +1. It's a weak hit. I'm gonna take it. Let's see what that means. As we are nearing the end of the session, this could be a good little cliffhanger. So I am back at the lake, and I think what happens is we learn an unsettling truth of my quest. I have I have Winter's Omen. He drops from a canopy and lands on my shoulder, and I see tied to his leg is a scroll, a Phrygian scroll. And I open it up, I break the seal, and it has the unmistakable seal of the Cold Prince. And I break it and I read the crisp, elegant script, and my blood runs cold. There is no vanguard, there is no marching army. The Cold Prince has ordered the gates of Phrygia sealed until the Lady of Midnight's forces are entirely wiped out by the Droon. He never intended to help her break the siege. He only wanted her army slaughtered so he could claim her territory next. And I look at my palm where I just cut myself and sealed my fate with the lady. Oh man, this is going to be bad. The Lady of Midnight. And promising. We did promise her that the prince would march to her aid. When she realizes the truth, she will crush that crystal vial and pull the life from my veins. So I haven't just secured an alliance, I have been left here to die. And that is where we're going to end this play session. Lots of fun in Dolmenwood, as always. I love the lore, love the setting. And this has been a fun little Fae Week video for 2026. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening if you did, and I will see you in the next one.